The human condition does not change based on the state that you live in. A woman who is pregnant in California and moves to Montana or Mississippi or Texas or Florida or New York is still pregnant. Her healthcare options shouldn't change either. For some reason, we have politicians that are attempting to inject their religious and social viewpoints into law to deny health care to pregnant women, gay men, lesbians, transgender individuals, just because they don't like the individual's human condition. Our human condition is made up of our physical and mental state. It can be influenced by where we live, but it is still fundamentally us. And it doesn't make a difference where you live. Your human condition is you, and you should be able to get appropriate health care to treat whatever ails you. Many people drink alcohol, and some people are alcoholics. There are some religions who forbid the consumption of alcohol. But we do not see a groundswell of support for banning the treatment of alcoholism just because some religion doesn't like consuming alcohol. But that's what we are seeing with the identity of certain individuals. And your identity is part of your human condition, and it changes over time from when you're young and you mature and you have different viewpoints and who you are. Depression is universally accepted as an illness, and like alcoholism, you do not need to leave your home state to get treatment. But if you suffer from gender dysphoria, being transgender, feeling that you are a different gender from your birth, there are folks in some states that need to leave their home state to get health care. And that is wrong. I'm a health insurance agent, and I talk to thousands of people. I help people find a health plan that best fits their needs. And I don't look at the person. Most of the time I'm talking on the phone. But the folks that I work with, their human condition, they're rich, they're income challenged, they're old, they're young, they're gay, they're straight, they're transgender, they're pregnant, they have a chronic illness, they've just been diagnosed with something. It runs the gamut of where people are at. And it is not my job to judge their politics or their religion or their human condition. It is my job to provide the service to help them find a health plan that will keep them healthy, productive, and sustainable. Because that is the goal of healthcare, to keep someone healthy, productive, and sustainable. And when you deny healthcare for someone's human condition, you're hurting them. It's almost like torture. The Affordable Care Act, one of its goals was to make healthcare in the United States more homogeneous. So it didn't make a difference what state you lived in. There would be mental health services and pregnancy services and counseling services, and people wouldn't be denied treatment for pre-existing conditions. But some states are still pushing the envelope to deny health care to people they don't like. It is very reminiscent of the Jim Crow and anti-Chinese laws. Those laws were meant to marginalize people and disenfranchise them and hopefully persuade them to move away from the folks that enacted the laws, primarily white people. And we're seeing that today. I do not have a lot of faith in the U.S. Supreme Court that they'll understand all men are created equal, that the human condition supersedes states' rights and any religious line. I have to put my faith in the voters of those states to recognize that those politicians have a visceral animus towards people with a human condition they don't understand, and that they are injecting their prejudices into state law to interfere with the delivery of healthcare services to people with conditions they don't empathize with. The human condition and the right to healthcare services is non-negotiable in terms of it should be available everywhere. Should not matter what state you live in. Hopefully people will recognize that and we can focus on a healthcare system that keeps people healthy, productive, and sustainable. For InsureMeKevin.com, I'm Kevin Canals.